Hey Tubesters, it's RN4Song, the Mormon Mystic, coming to you from the Mysterious Online. And today I'm gonna kind of do like at least two parts. I might have to pause this at some point, or I'll just include it in another video. But I have a lot to talk about. Because I wasn't able to film a video last week, I'm gonna kind of do two in one. So I'm gonna be making a potion with you guys whilst I do this, I don't even remember what it's called. I know it's like 18 questions, and it's Ravenflower's witchy question. I think it's considered a tag. I don't remember. I probably should have figured that out before I started the video, but oh well. Yeah, so I'm gonna be making, I don't know why I want to call it this, but it just feels right. Hey, stop. And it just feels good, and I think it just ties into the whole. Hold on. Okay, my bad. I had a cat that kept on like distracting me, and I don't know how loud she was being, cause like she's like only a foot away from the camera, so I didn't want it to be difficult for you guys to hear me. But anyway, oh shit, lost my questions. Okay, so I watched Athena Beth Black's video of the question. In fact, she's the only one I've seen thus far. I'm not saying that she's the only one who's done it. I'm just saying she's the only one that I've caught viewership. What am I trying to say? She's the only one that I watched. Just because the only one that happened to cross my path of video watching, I guess is the best way to word it. I got inspired to do this potion by Crescent Moon. And I'll link both of their videos. I'll link Athena Beth Black's video in the description box, and I'll link Crescent Moon's videos in the description box as well. Yeah, I really loved that Crescent Moon did that potion video, and it was just so awesome because, like, why didn't I think of that? And I really loved, one of my favorite parts that she talked about in the video is how you could anoint it on your letters or on the envelopes of the, when you do, like, any type of, like, you could use it for, pen pals, or if you're sending out holiday cards. I thought that was really cool, and not to mention you could do the normal of anointing it on yourself, on candles, any spells that you're doing, anointing it around the house. Yeah, I'm trying to make sure I have everything. So, I just thought that was really cool, and one thing that I found really awesome whilst watching that video is that it got me to think about using things that I didn't actually, that either I don't usually use in making a potion, or that I don't usually use in magic at all, or that I didn't know what to use, period, or a mixture of the three. For example, I got gifted essential oil blend type of thing, and it's a Young Living, I can't talk, that's really bad because I need to make this video. Well, I don't need to, I want to. I'm gonna say it's pronounced Sleek. Hopefully that's right. I don't actually know how Sleek is spelled, so I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. I've always heard the word sleek, but, you know, it's just one of those words that I never saw the spelling for. So I don't actually know if that's how it is. It almost looks like it could be slick, but I don't know, that just doesn't sound very appetizing, and for what I understand, this is one that you can make a tea out of, and I don't know. I don't know. Sleek tea just sounds a little more appetizing than slick tea. Slick tea kind of makes it sound slimy. Maybe that's just my opinion, but anyway, I really loved the blend because it has grapefruit, tangerine, spearmint, lemon, stevia, and I'm gonna say ocote. And when I looked up ocote, it's basically a leaf, kind of like stevia, and it's within the laurel family, so I guess magically it could be substituted for bay leaf. But it's also said to have cinnamon, like, fragrance and or taste, so I guess you could use I would use cinnamon and bay leaf as a magical substitute. So if I ever wanted to use these in like the non-essential oil form, like maybe like grapefruit peels, tangerine peels, etc., then I would probably use bay leaf and cinnamon in place of the coati, because I don't know, it's just not something I would regularly buy. But that was really cool because I always wanted to know what to do with this. I didn't actually know at the time that you could drink it, or maybe I was just leery about drinking it. It's kind of it's got this like sweet mint, subtle citrusy smell to it, so I think it's really cool. I know that grapefruit in aromatherapy is a good uplifting fragrance, as are pretty much all the citrus fragrances, essential oils, are used in that way. And I always know that mint has a very good high vibration, uplifting spiritual use as well. And yeah, so I think I'm going to go over the ingredients I'm going to use, why I'm using them, and then I'm going to start doing the question tag as I'm putting it together. So, for those of you who don't remember or don't know, I actually do, I call it oil magic. And basically what I mean that is, it's kind of like a color magic where you have the correspondencies for each of colors. For the oils that I use in my practice, I have correspondencies for them, because every oil is made from something, and that something has correspondencies. So I use the correspondencies that vibrate with that oil. So I decided to use sunflower oil. I was so sure that I bought another one, so I'm gonna have to buy more because I don't think that's gonna fill it up all the way. But I'm using sunflower oil because it has that uplifting, since it's made from, I believe, the seeds of sunflower, and sunflower has that uplifting vibration to it, that positive and happy vibration to it. And since it's made from the seeds, it could also have like a prosperity vibration to it, as well as a prosperity and like abundance of joy and happiness, and like planting seeds of joy, more experiences and memories to come in the future. So that's why I'm using that. I'm also, this is something I've never heard. In fact, it was like kind of a last minute add-on to this potion recipe, and I'm going to be putting in 3 pinches of baking soda. Baking soda is really good for purification, and also like for high vibration or exaltation type of vibes, so it's really good to raise chi. If you're wanting to like feed a spell or keep it purified from malevolent intent, or as I would probably, if you're worried about like being in like a bad home environment and that affecting the vibrational frequency of the spell, you could do it in a ring of salt and baking soda, and that would help keep, you know, it highly potent while also keeping it purified, and dissolving any of the frequencies that are within the area. And so this is really good to use, kind of raise the vibrations. This is why I love to use it in house workings, like when you're going to clean the carpets or area rugs, because it purifies. It does that mundane work of cleaning, but it also does the spiritual work of raising the vibrations within the home, and purifying the home of stagnation or malevolent vibrations. So I'm going to use 3 pinches of that. Right away I knew I wanted to use lilac. For me, lilac is kind of like a main go-to happy, it's more of a bliss, and to me that's what the essence of true good vibes are. It's to me, bliss is kind of like peaceful joy, and it's kind of like you're really happy, but to me joy is more of like an exuberance of happiness, whereas bliss is kind of like a calm happiness. Like, it's a little bit more than content, but it can, if not looked at closely, it can almost look like contentment, but it's a little more than that. And that's just how I identify bliss. So it's kind of like that you know when you just say, ah, and it's just like, you're just, it's so in alignment and happy and peaceful. To me, that's what lilac is, especially when it's in bloom and the scent comes through the windows. That's really amazing. So I really love lilac, and that was kind of like the immediate herb that I knew I wanted to use in this potion. The next one was honeysuckle. This grows in the yard. I just harvested it. Oh, I thought it was molding, but it's just like the green stems or like bottoms or whatever. And honeysuckle is great for positive vibes, especially happiness, and especially in amongst like relationships, and more specifically in marriage. Now, I'm not doing this for marriage, but it would be good for relationships, especially if you're doing like you're communicating with someone else. That would be really good to do that. It also has that sweetening, so it can help stimulate good vibes that aren't already existing, to kind of help make it a little smoother travels in communication and expression. I'm going to be using some sage. This is specifically blue sage. I don't think it really matters what sage. I really want to use this because it's good to help eliminate stagnation and negative vibrations, or even just lower vibrations. Orange peel. Orange peel is a really good happiness vibration potion. Herb. Well, it's not really an herb, it's a peel, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I'm going to be using that. And then the crystals I'm going to use the same crystals that she used, rose quartz, because that's a good self-love, and that's really where good vibrations originate from, and it also stimulates self-love in others, and just, you know, universal unconditional love anyway. And then amethyst also helps with removing anxiety. I don't know why I just said it that way, anxiety. And also can help stimulate intuition of how to foster and preserve good vibes. I love to incorporate intuition in a lot of work, because to me that's like what the essence of being a witch is. You know, intuition stems from wisdom, and you know that's what a witch is. A witch is wise, and you know, figures out how to stimulate and foster and create more of what it is themselves, rather than doing it outside of themselves. Anyway, I also want to use citrine, because that citrine is a good abundance and wealth and prosperity and happiness and success, which also brings more happiness and, you know, good vibes, as well as it being a self-cleansing crystal. So that means that this will be perpetually cleansed and purified on its own. So I won't have to worry about continually charging it or blessing it or worrying about anyone like trying to contaminate it, etc. So with that, I'm going to start the question tag. Now, I'm not going to be enchanting this potion on camera. I don't know why there's this weird stuff in here. Anyway, I'm not going to be enchanting this on camera, because I'm actually going to be charging this on Friday, but I really wanted to make a potion video with you guys, because, you know, I made this Trinka 5 potion, and I really love how it came out, but now since it's done, I can't make one with you guys. So I've decided that if I ever want to make a potion video, I'll make it on my video recording day, and then I'll just charge it on the day that I feel corresponds with the vibrational frequency. So I'm going to add the baking soda first, and then I'm going to add the essential oils, because it'll absorb it and then it'll help disperse the oil better, at least I think. So that's all I'll do. I'll just say what I'm adding in when, and then I'll just go back to talking about questions. So the first question is, what are 3 things you do every day to stay connected to your practice? So for a while there, I was doing, well, it's kind of hard to explain, because I kind of felt out of practice with my spirituality. So what I used to do is I do, and I'll just say it relatively quickly. I'm not actually counting how many drops in there, because I really just want to use as much of this as possible, because I don't really use this, I'm talking about the essential oil anyway. because I don't really use it in anything, so... very good. Okay. So, okay, I think I'm gonna, say it in order. So, I added the baking soda, the essential oil. I'm gonna add the lilac, then the honeysuckle, then the sage, then the orange peel, then the oil, then the crystals. And that way it doesn't have to, like, interrupt what I'm saying. But I used to, do this, morning routine where I would say, I would wake up and come to my altar, and I would... I'm trying to remember what I would do. So I would, I would usually, like, sometimes spray my altar. Usually, sometimes. That makes a lot of sense. And I would kind of, like, cleanse it from the stagnation and over the night. And then I would also include myself in the spraying of that, to kind of be in alignment with my sacred space. And then I would kind of do, like, a devotional, like, which are kind of like basically me setting intentions for the day, positive vibes, love, etc. Trying to think, what else would I do? I would... trying to think. I can't seem to remember. See, when I first did this, maybe I'm distracted by making this potion. I don't know. But I'm trying to remember, what did I do? Has it really been that long that I don't remember? I know that I would spray, I would use, like, oh, it's behind the camera. I would use these stones kind of like to raise my vibration, get in tune with the frequency that I'm working with, like connecting to deity, recharging myself. That's some stuff that I would do. And I would also, see, I'm thinking about what I'm doing now, so it's kind of hard for me to remember what I used to do. Crap, why can't I remember? This isn't gonna be a good video. And I don't want to start over because I've already made my potion. But, I know that I would, like I said, I would spray, and I would kind of, like, say some chants, like, something about, like, sun and moon and stuff like that. I don't really want to say what it is because I don't want to make this video too long, because it's already going to 20 minutes. Actually, I want more orange peel. But I would basically, like, set intention for the day. I would sometimes say, not a mantra, but a, like, this is one of them here. I choose to be happy, healthy, and harmonious. Well, I'm trying to think of the affirmation. That's what it is. I would say those. I also would tend to anoint myself with a sabbat oil, but also, like, I connect the sabbats with the chakras, and I connect the esbats with the chakra as well. And, so for every chakra, for every sabbat, like that, Samhain tide, Beltane tide, Ostara tide, etc., Lammas tide, I would, every day, during that tide, during that season of the sabbat, I would anoint a particular chakra with the sabbat oil. Like right now, we're in Letha tide, and that corresponds to the solar plexus. So I would anoint my solar plexus with this, and I would say an affirmation that basically tunes me into what the earth is doing. Let's see. Crap. I thought I had my prayers here, so that way I could kind of say it with you. And since I haven't been doing it, I don't remember what the Lisa one is. But, I think the Beltane one is, like, as the Ostara one is as the earth, freely expresses, so do I express my truth. And a star is connected with the throat chakra. So it's kind of like stuff like that. I'll do a video that talks about the sabbats with the chakras, and I'll share all those with you. Okay. And so that way you can get that. What else would I do? Yeah, that's definitely not going to fill it up. It might fill it up halfway. Totally got distracted for a minute there. Let's see. What else would I do? I would ring my bell, and, I'm trying to think. Maybe that is all the more. I don't know. I'll just say what I do now. I know that for the evening I would do kind of like my prayers of light, which stand for love, inspiration, gladness, and healing and tranquility. And that's basically like prayers for other people in my life, directly or indirectly, family, friends, acquaintances, people I meet on the street, people on social media. And I just include them in there, whatever, like, especially if there's anyone that asks to, like, do energy work or prayer work, and then I'll put them in there. And basically what it does is that it doesn't really send anything to them directly. It basically is being sent to divinity, and it's available for them to use when they call upon divinity's help, or if they call upon help to the universe or angel or whatever, like if they call on any type of spiritual help, then I would, then they have that source. Like, there's unlimited source anyway, and then there's additional supplies from what I sent. And then I would also do my blessing jar, which is like at least one blessing a day that I found that day that spoke to me. But right now, what I've been doing is I've been giving a daily gratitude to my ancestral altar with saying, like, it's kind of like a gratitude prayer, where I just give them thanks for their involvement in my life in the various ways that they've been involved. And then I give them a cup of water. I am going to be switching, to coffee, because it's been made clear that that's what they want. Some of them also still want some water, so I will be doing that as well. Something I was doing for a while there is